Okay, let's start up at the top of the mat in Tadasana. If you're using props today or using your blocks, go ahead and set them up on the high level in front of your feet. Then find your way into Tadasana. Take a nice couple breaths here. And for a little deeper connection with the breath, bring one hand to your heart, one to your belly. Just get a sense of your natural rise and fall of your breath. If the eyes are closed, gently blink them open. And let's warm ourselves up. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, Hasta Tadasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana, lengthening through the spine, engaging the belly. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, reverse swan dive, Hasta Tadasana. Exhale, hands come to the heart center. We'll move through this again. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, Hasta Tadasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, Hasta Tadasana, arms overhead. Exhale, hands come to the heart. And third time's a charm. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, Hasta Tadasana. Exhale, fold it forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, reverse swan dive, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, hands come to the heart center. From here, step back with your left foot about halfway, only about a stride, for Parsvottanasana. So the back leg is outwardly rotated, hands to the waist. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Now feel free to place the hands where they're most supportive for you, above or below the knee or on your blocks, or if it's available to touch the mat, by all means, take it where your body wants it to go. Take one more nice deep breath here. Lift the eyes to the front edge of your mat and hop the left foot back to come into crescent pose. So that back leg now comes to parallel. You're balancing on the ball of the foot. Inhale, rise up to vertical. Arms can sweep up by the ears. Exhale where you need to. As you breathe here, see if you can lift the chest ever so slightly to create a little bit of a back bend. Being in this pose creates heat even though we're in stillness. And on your exhale, let the arms come down and open up the hips to the side edge of the mat, coming into Warrior Two. Back leg can adjust if you need more width here. Arms to shoulder height, palms down. Oh, well, hello there, Loki. I guess he's going to practice with us today. Interlace the fingers behind your back, roll the shoulders back, and fold to the inside of the leg for Humble Warrior. Now, if you have your props there, you can rest your forehead on the block. If you are inversion free, then you need to do a different variation of this because this is indeed an inversion. Release the hands down. Find your way to high lunge, step back to plank, and move through your vinyasa. As long as you don't have a dog in your way like I do. Lower down knees and chest or Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale, press back, Downward Facing Dog or Child's Pose, your choice. Stay here and breathe. Does your pet do this to you too? They just come in for some extra cuddles with some extra pets? Take one more nice deep breath here in your Child's Pose or Downward Facing Dog. Inhale, lift the head. Come up to the top of the mat, lifting halfway into Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, reverse swan dive, Hasta Tadasana. Exhale, hands come to the heart center. Take a moment here and just check in with how you feel after doing that first side. And now let's move on. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, Hasta Tadasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, reverse swan dive, Hasta Tadasana. Exhale, hands come to the heart center. Moving through that again, inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, reverse swan dive, Hasta Tadasana. Exhale, hands come to the heart center. One last time, inhale, sweeping those arms up overhead. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Exhale, hands come to the heart center. Step back with your right foot about astride or one big step for Parsvottanasana. Back leg is outwardly rotated, hands come to your waist. Inhale, lengthen up through the spine, and then exhale, fold it forward. Hands can go wherever they're most supportive to you. Stay here and breathe. As you can tell in this practice, I'm using a lot of modifications with my blocks. If you want to learn more about this, check out the link in the description. On your next breath, gently step back with that left foot. Inhale, lift the arms up for crescent pose. Exhale where you need to. And same options apply here. You can lift the chest ever so slightly for an upper back bend. We're not looking to crunch the lower back. We're actually looking to lengthen up and out of the lower back. More of a chest opener, if you will. On your exhale, lower the arms, open the hips to the side edge of your mat for warrior two. Arms will come to shoulder height, palms down. Breathe here. Interlace the fingers behind the back for humble warrior. Shoulders roll back. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, fold forward to the inside of that front leg, allowing the head to drop if that is a healthy thing for you. If you're inversion free, don't let the head drop. But placing the forehead on a block, as I'm doing in today's practice, provides a little more sense of security and support. On your inhale, lift the head, square off the hips, find your way to plank, and take your vinyasa, knees and chest, or Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. Stay here and breathe. And in today's case, you will not match up with my movements because Loki decided he wanted to be part of the practice. Take one more nice deep breath here in your child's pose. And then on your next inhale, lift the head and come up to standing on the knees. You can grab a block here. We're going to move into camel pose. So bringing a block between the heels if you choose to at the highest point and squeeze the ankles into the block. Hands come to your lower back on the pelvis. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift up through the chest. Exhale, start to hinge back and then do your back bend. We want the chest to lift up. And you can stay here. We're going to do a couple rounds to give you the opportunity to go deeper if you'd like. On your inhale, come up the vertical. Release the arms. You can roll the shoulders out a little bit. And let's move on to round two. We'll start the same way, hands on the pelvis. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift through the chest, start to hinge back. Now to go deeper, you can take the next step of bringing the fingertips to the top of the block. If this feels like too much, then bring the hands to the pelvis once again. On your inhale, chin to the chest, come up to vertical and shake the arms and shoulders out. Round three. Again, hands come to the pelvis. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, start to hinge back. You can either bring the hands to the block, or if you'd like to go deeper, if you feel ready for that, you can walk the hands all the way down to the heel. Imagine your ribs coming up and out of that lower back so you're not crunching it. We want to open up the front of the body. Breathe. On your inhale, bring the chin to the chest. Walk the hands up the way they went down. Come up to vertical. Then exhale, gently sit either on your heels or on your block on the medium or low level. And just breathe here. Allow the spine and the back muscles to relax and take in that big back bend we just did. Take a nice inhale here. As you exhale, twist around to your right. Inhale through center, exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, twist to the right one more time. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, let it all out. Good. From here, let's come to a seated position. Legs will extend out in front of you, hip width apart. Press the heels down into the mat, sit up nice and tall, and as you exhale, fold forward into Paschimottanasana. Hands walk down the legs, hold on to whatever you can reach here. And you have your option of keeping a nice long spine, which targets the backs of the legs a little bit more. Or if you prefer, you can curl the spine, bringing the nose down towards the knee or the shin. Just be mindful of your lower back here. If it objects, then listen and try a different variation. Regardless of the variation you choose, make sure that the lower belly is pulling up away from the thighs. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, gently release, coming up to vertical. Let's bend the right leg in so the bottom of the foot is to the inner thigh. Janu Shirshasana. Open the hips a little bit. Inhale, sit up nice and tall, and exhale, side bend over the straight leg. The top arm can sweep over the ear, or you can press down on the same side thigh, up to you. Just be mindful that the chest stays open and that you're feeling this through the lower back. On your inhale, come all the way up through vertical. Exhale where you need to. Straighten out that right leg. And let's move now to the second side, left foot to the inner thigh. Sitting up nice and tall. Inhale the arms out to your side to a T. And as you exhale, side bend over the straight leg. Again, the arm can sweep up over the ear, or you can place the hand on the thigh. The bottom arm, your supporting arm, can either rest on the shin or in front of the leg. Just be mindful that the chest is open and the armpit is pointing up towards the ceiling. Breathe here. On your inhale, come all the way up through vertical. Exhale, release. Bring the left leg out in front of you, shake out the legs a little bit, and turn to the side edge of your mat. We'll move into a straddle position. Allow the legs to go as wide as they'll go today. Just being mindful that you are on your sit bones and that the heels are down into the mat. If you haven't met her yet, this is my girl Socks. It's her turn to get her pets. When you're ready, inhale, lengthen up through the spine, and exhale, walk the hands forward, coming into a stretch. Enjoying the opening through the hips, the inner thighs, and the hamstrings. Be mindful that the knees continue to point upward. We don't want them to collapse forward. And just breathe here. We're not trying to force anything. We just want a nice gentle stretch through the legs. On your next inhale, lift the head. Exhale where you need to and walk yourself up to vertical. Use your hands on your legs and bring them together. Shake them out a little bit to release that stretch. And then scoot forward on your mat. You want enough space here so that when you lie back, your head is on your mat. And then go ahead and lie down. Knees will stay bent, feet flat. Just enjoy the sensation of melting into your mat. Let the muscles release. Take a deep breath if you like. Now from here, we'll move into fish pose. If you are inversion free, this is one to skip. If you have issues with your neck, the cervical spine, also you want to skip this one. You can move directly into Shavasana. We're going to bring our hands into a diamond shape so that the tips of the thumbs and the tips of the pointer fingers come together. And we're going to take that shape and bring it underneath the pelvis, elbows out to the side. On your inhale, you're going to prop up onto your elbows, chin to the chest, and allow the crown of the head to come down to the mat. Now, this is rather intense on the upper back and on the neck. If this does not feel good for you, come out of it. It's not worth it. If this does feel good for you, enjoy the opening through the chest and the throat. Good. Inhale, bring the chin to the chest. Exhale, release down to the mat, release your hands, and move into Shavasana. Allow the legs to extend long underneath you, feet about mat width apart, and let them fall to their natural rotation. Arms by your sides, shoulder height or lower, with the palms flipped upward. And if it's chilly where you are, bring a blanket over you to stay warm. Let your eyes close and take rest in stillness. Start to deepen your breath. Find energy in your fingers, toes, wrists, ankles, hands, and feet. Bring the legs together underneath you. Extend the arms up over your head by your ears for a full body stretch. Hug the knees in towards your chest and gently rock from side to side. Roll onto your right side into fetal position, using the bottom arm as a pillow for your head. Press yourself up to a seated position, eyes remain closed. Either bring your hands to prayer at your heart center, or place one hand on your heart and one on your belly. Use this opportunity to check in with how you feel after this practice. How do you feel physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically, and spiritually? Now take a few moments for some gratitude. What are you thankful for in this moment? And give yourself a few reasons why. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste.
And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. See you next time.